Welcome back to our gardening channel. Let us talk about cyclamen flowers. In this regard, we explore the best tips for growing cyclamen indoors. Cyclamen is a genus of 23 species of perennial flowering plants. Cyclamen species are native to Europe and the Mediterranean basin. They grow from tubers and are valued by many for their flowers, because of their upswept petals and variably patterned leaves. In many languages, cyclamen species are colloquially called by a name like the English soubread or swinebread. Cyclamen flowers can be pink, white, red, orange, yellow, and purple. Growing and caring for cyclamen flowers requires attention to specific conditions and a consistent maintenance routine. Here is how to successfully grow and care for cyclamen flowers. Number 1. Selecting a suitable location. When selecting a cyclamen plant to grow indoors, look for a healthy plant with firm leaves and no signs of pests or disease. Look for a plant that is free from spots or discoloration. Also, avoid plants that appear leggy, with elongated stems or sparse foliage, as this may indicate improper care. Number 2. Light and temperature requirements. Cyclamens prefer bright but indirect light. Place them near a window where they'll receive filtered sunlight throughout the day. Avoid exposing them to direct sunlight, as it can scorch the leaves. Providing bright, indirect light in combination with cooler temperatures creates an ideal environment for cyclamen growth and blooming. Number 3. Soil requirements. Cyclamens prefer a soil mix that is light, well-draining, and rich in organic matter. A recommended soil mix for cyclamens is a combination of peat moss, perlite or vermiculite, and coarse sand. This blend ensures good aeration, water drainage, and nutrient availability. The organic matter in the soil mix helps retain moisture, while still allowing excess water to escape. Number 4. Container and drainage. If you're growing cyclamens in containers, choose pots with drainage holes to ensure proper water drainage. Avoid using containers without drainage holes, as they can lead to waterlogging and root rot. It's also a good practice to place a layer of small rocks or broken pottery pieces at the bottom of the pot to create additional drainage space. Number 5. Temperature and humidity. Cyclamens thrive in relatively cool temperatures. The optimal temperature range for their growth and blooming is between 17 and 20 degrees Celsius. They prefer cooler conditions compared to many other houseplants. High temperatures can cause stress to the cyclamen plant, leading to leaf drop and reduced blooming. When it comes to humidity, cyclamens generally prefer moderate humidity levels. The ideal range for indoor cultivation is around 40 to 60% relative humidity. This range provides sufficient moisture in the air to prevent the plant from drying out, while avoiding excessive humidity that can promote fungal diseases or encourage pest infestations. Number 6. Watering. As a general guideline, water cyclamens when the top inch of soil feels dry to the touch. Avoid watering on a fixed schedule, as it may result in either overwatering or underwatering. When watering cyclamens, it's important to water the soil directly, rather than wetting the leaves. Use a watering can with a spout or a small pitcher to pour water directly onto the soil surface, allowing it to be absorbed gradually. Ensure that the plant receives enough water during each watering session to thoroughly moisten the soil. Water until you see water flowing out of the drainage holes at the bottom of the pot. Cyclamens naturally enter a dormant period during the summer months, where they require less water. During this period, reduce the frequency and amount of watering. Allow the soil to dry out slightly between waterings. Number 7. Fertilizing. Choose a balanced, water-soluble fertilizer specifically formulated for flowering houseplants. Begin fertilizing cyclamens when new growth starts to emerge, usually in the spring or early summer. This is the active growth period when the plant can efficiently absorb and utilize nutrients. Avoid fertilizing during the winter dormant period, as the plant's nutrient requirements are minimal. Generally, a concentration of around half the recommended strength is suitable for cyclamens. Over-fertilizing can lead to salt buildup in the soil, which can harm the roots. Apply the diluted fertilizer every 2 to 4 weeks during the active growth period. Apply the diluted fertilizer directly to the soil around the cyclamen, avoiding contact with the foliage or corm. Pour the fertilizer mixture onto the soil surface, ensuring even distribution. If you prefer using organic fertilizers, you can choose a slow-release organic fertilizer, or incorporate well-decomposed compost or organic matter into the soil mix before planting. These organic amendments release nutrients gradually, providing a steady supply of nourishment to the plant over time. Number 8. Pruning and deadheading. Regular pruning and deadheading promote healthy growth and prolonged blooming. Remove faded flowers by pinching or snipping them off at the base. This prevents the plant from wasting energy on seed production and encourages it to produce more blooms. Additionally, if the leaves start to yellow or wither, trim them back to maintain a tidy appearance. Number 9. Pest and disease control. Cyclamens are generally resistant to pests, but occasionally they can be affected by aphids, spider mites, or fungal diseases. Inspect the plant regularly for any signs of infestation or disease, such as distorted leaves, webbing, or yellowing. Treat pest issues with insecticidal soap or neem oil, following the instructions on the product label. Remove infected leaves or plants to prevent the spread of diseases. Number 10. Propagation. Cyclamens can be propagated through seeds or division. If you're interested in starting from seeds, collect them when the seed capsules turn brown and split open. Sow the seeds in a seed tray or pots filled with a well-draining soil mix. On the other hand, division is best done in the early fall when the plant is dormant. You will just need to carefully lift the plant from its pot and separate the corms from each other. Then, plant the divisions in separate pots or suitable locations in the garden. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you have found it helpful. Good luck in your gardening journey.